I also have an amazing relationship with Gov Chavit. I owe him an absolute debt of gratitude. And I think all Filipinos owe him a great debt, because my dream since I had been here had been to bring the pageant to the Philippines. And it absolutely would not have happened without him. But he really did it for the Philippines. And he said that to me several times. And so, yeah, did you see the new card? Here we go.
Limited.
And then on the did you get that? Because then on the other side, lady in red.
New card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then our new offices. This is your first B-roll, Ross, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're putting the package together?
Yes, I'm looking to just put a deck together for a hopefully
Okay, nice. Okay, good.
Paula.
How is it like working with the Filipino?
Well, so far it's been great. Obviously, my year with Pia was amazing. You know, I had breakfast with Kat the other day, and it was the first time I was really able to sit with her, because she's been traveling so much and been so busy. But I don't know, I think sometimes this just seems to be a time for the Philippines, you know, for 42 years, not a winner, and then coming close, and then Pia, and I almost feel like Pia kind of opened up the door for a lot of great things, and obviously Catriona, the odds are always so against somebody actually winning, or if a country would repeat, or so it was amazing when she won, amazing for the Philippines. So and having such a strong fan base there, I was excited for our fans in the Philippines.
And how does that mean to you?
Well, I don't think it's been any secret what the Philippines means to me. I mean, just obviously from my childhood, and I've always talked about my father spending so much time there. But I have always loved the fan base from the Philippines. No matter what happens, everybody is so energetic. I always, and Asia in general, we have so many great fans. Thailand, our fans were wonderful. But the one thing I do know, no matter where we do the show, there will always be a very strong support base from the Philippines. Even in Russia, I remember our hosts in Russia came up to me and said, "Oh, I had no idea we had so many Filipinos here." And I said, you know that that's going to be, the contestant from the Philippines is going to receive a lot of support and a lot of love. And I think that's great, because that's ultimately what this pageant is about. Wow, well, Catriona is very busy already. I mean, the fact that, you know, it's the one problem we have is time is going by so quickly. And when we looked at, we're already a couple of months into her reign, and there's so many things that we want to do. I told her, don't plan on sleeping. So I know that obviously music is a passion for her. Yesterday she was visiting schools here for education through music. That's something that she really wants to dedicate her time to. But there's so many things that she wants to do. Obviously, before coming to Miss Universe, she really wanted to work with young people in the Philippines to ensure that underprivileged kids would get an education. That's something that she wants to continue. What's been really great is she is the essence of confidently beautiful, as was Pia. Kat really, and I don't know if it's because of her prior pageant experience, she has walked into this very focused on what exactly it is that she wants to do and the change that she wants to make. And I really got the impression when we met that we're here to support her to do that, because she already is very clear on everything that she wants to do now that she has this spotlight.
So, and of course, you know, the biggest question now in the Philippines, that who's going to be the Miss Universe Philippines franchise owner?
Yes, who is going to be the franchise holder? Well, the Arenetas have the franchise, but I do want to say, and I know that there was a lot of confusion, I think in part because we had a lot of things that we were planning, and obviously there was a lot of extra excitement because Catriona had been crowned. Governor Singson he was going to bring the new Miss Universe into the Philippines for the charity event that we'd already planned, no matter who she was. And it was amazing that it was Catriona, so obviously there was a lot of excitement when she came home. I have known Stella and George since I first took over this role at Miss Universe. So we have a long relationship. We have a very good relationship. I also have an amazing relationship with Gov Chavit. I owe him an absolute debt of gratitude. And I think all Filipinos owe him a great debt, because my dream since I had been here had been to bring the pageant to the Philippines. And it absolutely would not have happened without him. And there were moments, it was very tough. And there were moments, I think, frankly, if I had been Gov, I would have said, no, it's too much. I'm very busy, I don't need to do this. But he really did it for the Philippines. And he said that to me several times, and for PIA. But he really felt it was something very, very important for the Filipino people to host Miss Universe. So he is the one person that made that happen. So he is a very good partner for the organization, for me. He's a good friend. And also for Endeavor, they have so many different properties that he's also worked with us since Miss Universe on many other events. He's also been responsible for the first look when Demi Lee won, so all of the contestants that he brought back to the Philippines. So we've done a lot with him over the years. And because IMG and Endeavor have so many offices in Asia, I think there's a great opportunity for us to really work on building the Miss Universe brand throughout Asia. So, of course, I reached out to all of our partners, and I hold our office responsible for creating any confusion, and I do apologize for that. But we really want to look to build on what Binibining is, and really bring the brand up, see what we can do to I don't want to use the word modernize, but I want to see what else we can do. I want to reach as many people as possible, as many young women as possible. So we reached out to all of our partners. I reached out to Gov, reached out to the Aranetas to see what we could do, hopefully bringing all of our partners together to really build the brand and see what else we can do next year.
So Aranetas are the franchise owner, and then Governor Chavit Singson is a partner investor?
He's, and I wouldn't say as far as business goes, he's a partner with Miss Universe. We do many things with him. We will continue to do many. I have loved working with LCS and his daughter Rochelle is. I'm a very big fan. Right now we're doing, we will have the one selection night with Binibining. We are going to look and see if we can do maybe more than one show next year. We're sort of all trying to figure out what are the different models we're exploring right now. So we're doing that with all of our partners. I know that Gov is going to be hosting the Binibining contestants in vegan. So we're feeling exactly what is the best thing that we can do for the brand. I am very fortunate to have two very good partners to work with on this, and the ultimate goal is what's best for the Philippines. And I'm serious. If we had not met Gov, we would not have hosted Miss Universe in the Philippines, and that's amazing. It's a very special person to make that happen. And then to still support the brand so much afterwards, and helping us in Thailand and helping us everywhere. He's always just offered his support, and he gave me a plane to use when we were doing our benefits for Court Aid. So we have some really great partnerships, and luckily for us, we have a mandate from Endeavor to say, okay, this is an amazing brand. What are you guys going to do with it? Let's find the tools to build it.
Is this year's Miss Universe going to be held in South Korea as previously announced? Is that official or is it a rumor?
There's not an official, yeah, well, it's definitely a rumor.
Because it seemed official when they announced it immediately after.
It's, you know, and I think everyone getting caught up in the excitement of the moment. We have kind of as I was talking before, with our partnership with Gov, he is the biggest advocate for Miss Universe that we have out there. I wish I could clone him, because when he obviously does business throughout Asia, and so he has been very vocal about wanting to make sure that other brands get to experience Miss Universe. So he has definitely a lot of countries that he's working with, that he's doing business with. He has been talking about Miss Universe. So we're not prepared to make any announcements yet, but we have a very strong advocate in Gov.
And the decision to make the title now Miss Universe Philippines, did that come from the organization, or did that come from Binibining Filipinas Charities itself?
Miss Universe Philippines, that was actually a decision by our organization, just for our own trademark purposes, because that's the way we handle it around the world. And that's actually just one small step. It seems like a very small one, but that's very, very important for us as we are looking to really get more involved with the brand in the Philippines and in other countries in the region.
Aside from being confidently beautiful, what does it take to be the next Miss Universe?
What exactly am I looking for? I wish I had $1 for every time I was asked that question, and if I had to pay $1 whenever I can come up with the right answer for it. Honestly, I know we talk about confidence. I do believe, and I tell all of the contestants when they get there, that it is somebody's destiny, because I learned a long time ago that you have no idea. Any one of those women could be Miss Universe. I do think that it's really somebody that can make the most of the year. I think everyone, the second that crown goes on and the lights are on and the photos start happening, nobody really knows that this is a job, 365. You know, it's not always about the camera and the premieres, although there are some of those, and the travel, but it's really about giving back. It's exhausting. And you have to be a special person to be able to do that and genuinely love it. I know everything that Kat has done yesterday. She was so thrilled to be, just because music is her passion, and to be able to take that passion and use that as a tool to help other people is something that makes her thrive. So I think it's somebody that can thrive on that passion and being able to use that passion to give back. It's not, of course, I think beauty is very, very important, but that's just a small part of it, because you're not beautiful if you don't have that passion, because it really does. I know it sounds like a pageant answer, but it really does come from inside. And you have to be able to, by the end of the year, you have to still be excited about things and really make the most of it. And I think you have to be somebody that's willing to give others a hand up. I think that's the most important. You need to be able to bring people with you, because I don't think Miss Universe is not about the woman. We're a movement, and we're about all women. And so we all help each other, and we've got to lift ourselves up, especially now, because this is our time.
Because I think a lot of fans do not realize that it doesn't end after the coronation. That is just one big audition for a big job, for a year-long job, right?
Yes, and then you have scrutiny, and you have internet support, you have internet trolls, you have people at everything you do, and it's just, oh my gosh, I would love to be able to have people that say hateful things online. I'd love to have them come to the office, and then if you can say it to somebody's face, great, sit here, and then we can have a nice conversation about it. But it's a lot. You get overnight, you have this spotlight, and it takes a special person to be able to handle it. And especially at such a young age. So I feel very blessed to have known all these incredible women that have come through the organization and worn the crown. As a matter of fact, we were just we're being honored by Smile Train this year, and it's their 20th anniversary. They've had over 1 million surgeries. They have a very strong presence in the Philippines, and Philippine Air, when we did the pageant there, they announced their program that they are flying children in need of surgeries into Manila for the surgeries, and that's something that that's a personal passion project for me. And Kat is very excited to get involved with it. So I know that's one of the things that we'll be doing in the Philippines.
Is she walking in the next fashion? Because she was just guested in the last one, right? She didn't really walk. I think people are excited to see her do the lava walk on.
I know. Everyone's excited to see her do the lava walk. I wouldn't be surprised if you'll see her in a fashion week. We'll have to figure out exactly. Again, we're just. It's a very full schedule, but I wouldn't be surprised because she certainly knows how to walk.
Of course.
Hey everyone, so it's Katriana here. I'm going to give you a short, quick lesson on how to do my lava walk. So the first thing is you need to pull yourself up tall. Posture is very powerful and it makes you look very confident. Second is you want the main movement to come from your hips as if you're doing the salsa. And 3 is to go out there and have fun. So I'll give you guys a sample. So I always like to pose. And then walk. You can see my hairs. Thanks for watching.
You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Oh, day. You made my day. You made